Okay. Hey everyone. So I want to introduce something that's been around for a while, but I see that a lot of people are not taking advantage of, and that's the Claude's project feature. So I made a post this morning about showing my results from the AI Gen Daily podcast, and I made it into a workflow, a chart, and you can do so much more with your data that you could transform it into stories, into graphs, and projects lets you visualize that. You could give it your workbooks, you could give it a lot of data and ask it just to present you with different ways that you're able to visualize the data. And it's been so helpful to me in breaking down certain things. So I just want to take you through step by step on how you could leverage Claude's project feature because it's something that I see a lot of people don't know about and it's very underutilized. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the file that I downloaded and it has, I believe, the top 80 episodes. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments. So, I uploaded the Excel spreadsheet with all the episodes rankings, the title, and then I'm gonna say here, please help me visualize the data in different ways, just to see what it starts off with. And now you're gonna see here, it's gonna go through it, write the code, and create me a project on the side to help me visualize the data better. Now, what this does is I don't have to go into Excel, start looking through everything and trying to get a trend myself. It will bring the data to life and I could see what's working best, what's not working, and put it in different formats that will be able for me to understand it better. So let's see what it gives me first. And then we could start playing around with it, be like, okay, based on, I don't know, the titles, which titles did best based on the performance. And then you could break it down that way. And you see here it's writing the code. I gave it the Excel spreadsheet and let's see what it comes back with. This is such an underutilized tool that people need to be aware of. Okay, so this is what it did first. It broke it down by episode play distribution. So 19 of them have 40 plus plays, 30, 39. Okay, see, you can see here, like it's breaking down into charts, and then this is my top played podcast. Then this is the next one. And then you could see here, it's breaking down the data where you could really see it come to life. Then it even gives you follow-up questions. So let's see what it says. Create an interactive data dashboard or create a word cloud of episode titles. Okay, yeah, let's see this. So now you could start manipulating the data outside of your Excel spreadsheet and you don't need to know how to code. You could just use natural language to play around with it. And this has been so useful for me. Now, going forward, as I create more podcast episodes and different videos, I just download the data that I see how it work, how like what's working well, what's not working well, and then I just keep on reiterating from there and get better and better and better by noticing these trends in the data. Because a lot of people have all of this data that they're sitting on that they could extract so many insights from that it's just a gold mine of insights that they could use for the future. So let's see what it came back with here. Okay, popular topics and episode titles. Okay, AI, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Apple, Smart, Breakthrough, subtitles. Okay. What other visualizations or analysis do you think would be most helpful to better understand my? Okay, yeah, that's a good one. And then there was something else here I wanted to ask. There are 19 episodes, trend analysis. Yeah, I want to do. Let's see first what it comes back with. You could even take this and say, help me create a presentation based on this, and it will give you slides that you could visualize. And I'll show you that after. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Days of the week performance helps identify, reveals that Friday episodes tend to perform best, which that's interesting. Tuesdays also perform well, and Monday is slightly lower. See, that's something interesting that I might not have picked up on. Shows, okay, title reveals that titles with 13 to 14 words perform best. Okay, very short titles tend to get fewer plays. So 11 to 14 words. So now I could, for the future, for future titles for my podcast, I could be like, okay, I want to stay between 11 and 14 words because I see like that's what performed best previously. So without going in and analyzing the data and seeing what's working and what's not working, you kind of just shooting in the dark every single time. But this is how you get better and better and better by analyzing what's working. And this is just another tool to help you visualize and see how you could get better because it's so much easier just to create these types of charts and graphs through Claude's project. Okay, so Sunday it has 26 plays average, Monday 23 average, 28, 26, 24. See, like Friday, like I'm not sure why Friday has the best engagement. I would think it's the opposite, but that's interesting to know. See performance by title length, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, and here performance by content type, news updates, company focus, product reviews, future trends, and technical. So I tried to be well rounded, but I could see what's performing the best and what people like listening to. So now let's see how can I improve my content strategy based on the data analysis done so far. And you could take this with any data. Take this with your LinkedIn post data. Take this with your YouTube data, your TikTok data, your any data you have and you want to visualize it, download it, make sure it's a CSV file, put it in here and just say, help me break down this information, help me understand it better, help me understand the patterns, and help me do better. And give me tips and advice on how I could be better at this content and you will be surprised on how well it does. I always do this. I just wanted to go live and break this down to show you how my process is, just to show you what I think about how I approach utilizing AI in different ways. Because when people think of AI, they just think of ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is amazing, but there are different use cases that are best for different platforms. And this is one of them. I love using this project's feature. Okay, news roundup, breaking news, deep dive, industry analysis, content, pattern success. Let's see. Yeah, see here. This was my highest played episode, and this is when I made 4 AIs talking to each other. Well, and this was like a conversation format, and I figured it would do the best, but I haven't done another one since. So I'm thinking maybe I should create another one because people like to hear that. And then balance news coverage, content frequency is good, focus on comprehensive roundups. See here, episodes featuring major AI companies shows 13% above average performance. Product launches, feature updates, title strategy, include 11 to 14 words, always include a primary keyword, AI, ChatGPT, OpenAI, use the format main topic, specific details. See, and I'm gonna incorporate this feedback into my instructions on how I create my podcast. So now I'm always gonna do this. So now I'm taking the top percent of what's working, and I'm only gonna do with what's working. And then let's say in a month from now, I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna take all the data and see what's working from everything I've been doing and take the top 10% of that and then only do that. And then you see how your videos, your podcasts, whatever you're doing, just keeps getting better and better and better as long as you focus on the data of what's working and what's not working. Because if you're not looking at how your content is doing, then you're just never going to get better. And in order to get better, this is why everyone says you need to get started, because you can't look at someone else's journey and be like, okay, I'm going to copy them and I'm going to do well, because they could have built up their following. They could have done something different and it's working for them, but that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So you have to really figure out what is working for you and what resonates with your audience. So the only way to do that is just to start posting content. And I know it's going to feel weird in the beginning because it's not going to be so good. Not so many people are going to see it, but that's the only way to get better, is just by keep on putting out content and getting better, because you can't just magically put out great content without going through that process unless you just hire someone. And if you want to do this yourself, this is the process you need to do to get better, put in the reps and get that experience. Okay, so release major news roundups on Friday, schedule conversation episodes for Tuesdays, avoid release key content on Mondays. Please visualize an interactive which shows historical trends play against over time. I want to try to, let's see if I can forecast some data, or help me put this into a slideshow breakdown to present these findings. Because I said I'll show you on how it's going to look in a slideshow presentation. So now if you wanted to show it to someone, if you wanted to take that, maybe throw it into Gamma and have the slideshow built there, but at least create the content from here. There's so many different possible ways to really manipulate this data. And I really highly suggest everyone go here, start playing around with the projects feature. And you see, I don't know how to code, it's coding for me. If there's an error, just say fix the error. And it's a process where you reiterate until you get the result that you would like. Okay. AI Gen Daily podcast analysis. Okay, let's see what it gave me. Okay, key performance. It gave me the top 80 episodes. Okay, top performing 50 plays, episodes with 40 more plays. 24%, episode format performance, a conversation, news roundup, breaking news, deep dive, industry analysis, content mix recommendations, core content, high value content, experiment content, title, strategy, insights, 11 to 12 words, 13 to 14 words, 15 plus words, 8 to 10 words, 5 to 7 words. See, these are such great insights where I would never pick up on this. Optimal publish scheduling, premium content, Fridays, news roundup, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, interviews, Thursdays, Mondays, key recommendations, increased interview style podcast, optimize, focus on products, long schedule, premium content Fridays, maintain this. And like, that's unbelievable. And I'm definitely going to go back, add this to my instructions, take it away, and start reiterating. Now let's see. Let's see what other what other types of visualizations or analysis do you think would be most helpful to understand my podcast better performance? Well, I also want to give it. It also gave me the plays of more time. Let's see. Correlate this data. Oh, understand better. If anyone has any questions on how this works or anything else they want to see, please leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to answer it. Okay, more key insights. 633% growth in average daily pace from August to November. Okay, 107 performance. Okay, August, average plays. Okay, so like I'm gonna analyze this data much more and see, okay, what other types of visualizations do you think would be most helpful to understand my podcast? We'll do this one more time, and then I think I showed the point. And I really encourage everyone to try this out. Take any data they have in their Excel spreadsheet, make sure it's in a CSV format, not an XLS format, because it's able to read that better. So when you go to save as, make sure it's only one tab and that all the data is structured, and you save it as a .csv file with one tab, and it will be able to read that data much easier. And then just start playing around with it. Ask it to give you any trends on your data that you might not uncover. Ask it to give you a slideshow. Tell it that you want to uncover anything. Really, like your mind is the limit is your imagination. And I just want to show that there are so many tools out there that could really help you with your daily tasks that you could really use as a jumping board to get things better. Okay, let's see what it gave me. Innovation, product news, technical AI safety, key insights. And then I'm also gonna give it more of like the breakdown, because like this wasn't like all of the content. This was kind of like performance and titles. So once I give it more of like what I posted about for each one and like the descriptions, then I could get even more insights. See? Yeah, and that's it. And that's what I just wanted to share. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And if this is something that you would like for me to help you strategize on how to implement something like this for your company, you know where to find me, schedule a free consultation with me, and I'll be more than happy to help. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you all have a great day.